So now that you guys know what landing zones are and kind of how to find them from the over-the-shoulder video, we're going to show you how to pull up some additional keywords where you already have those pages pulled up, just to make the listing process a little bit easier. So we're going to jump into Amazon, and we have those 3 landing zones from the last video pulled up, and Stephen will talk over how he's finding these additional keywords.
Yeah, so these are the ones that passed. So I do what I want, cat shirt. What I'm attempting to do now is find 5 additional keywords so that we can use in the listing. So before we had any tools, we had to do it by hand. So what we were doing was going into the listing and then seeing what other people were using and then try to pull out 5 keywords that they were also using. So pull up whichever, this one. So we're normally looking at what they use kind of as their brand. If anything is in there is usable, anything in their title that's usable, and then their bullet points, because we want to find 5 additional keywords. So family gift tees is not really anything that I would suggest to be using. I do what I want, funny cat shirt. Now funny is a pretty good additional keyword, so I would definitely pull that. So that's 1, and then I would go down and see now what's in their bullet points. So would your cat act up? So maybe naughty. Funny is back in there again. Humor, I guess great and gift, but I would try to use cat as with the S on the end of it. Oh, okay, that's in there too. I didn't count now. So happy, naughty, cats, humor, and maybe great gift is number 5. I would maybe try to look at another listing and find a better 5. But for time, let's just go back and then show how we're doing it a little quicker with Jungle Scout. So if you run Jungle Scout again, Jungle Scout has a thing at the bottom that is a word cloud, and all it's doing is pulling the title of all the listings and then showing, not really in order, but by the number next to it. Actually, if you pull it up.
So it's just this little button right here. It says associated keywords. There's 3 of these little ones. It's just the one that looks like a cloud. So when you pull that up, and then this is the little number Stephen was talking about.
That's how many times it's showing up in other people's listings. So from here, it makes it a little easier. Black is heavily used, so that might be one that I go after. Cat, again, is in there. Cool, funny. I wouldn't really play too much with shirts and search. I would put that in my listing, but I wouldn't count that as one of my 5. But unique is in there. And then I would try to see some smaller ones like kitten or kitty. Those I would definitely try to use. And then I would even maybe compile more than 5 so that if the listing is not where I want it to be, I can then try to optimize it by filling in some additional ones. So we have the 5 here. Funny, we should have probably written these down. There's 5 here, so let's go and look at the next one and see what those 5 are. So, and if you're kind of doing a niche, then you can kind of start building niche keywords to also fill into your listing. So we'll do the same, run Jungle Scout.
So this is the Kauai one that passed from the last video. So we're going to do the same thing, run Jungle Scout. And then when this is done loading, we'll hit this cloud button to see all the additional keywords that we can get.
I mean, as you're doing research, even for the landing zones, you'll start just naturally running your eyes down this and then start seeing those keywords. So I can already see Japanese, anime, those type of words are probably going to be used. So those are additional words that I'm going to want to use. So right there, cute, anime, Japanese, kawaii, shirt. And then if you look down into some of the smaller ones, again, kitten is there. Gaming, maybe, possibly. Might be an alternate, might not be one that I try right away. Black is there again. So you can just see that it's a very quick way to pull additional keywords to then put in your listing. Well, let's pull up the last one and see what we come up with. So again, as this is loading, my eyes are naturally reading the titles as it goes through. So mad, I see a few times. Faced. Pull it up, Disney. That might be problematic. So Alice, cat, the name of it, Disney, mad face, shirt. Wonderland. This, I guess, we'll get a little too more into when you do your art side of it, because you're doing a little more than just the art. You're also checking possible copyright.
Right.
And again, we always suggest you guys steer far away from anything like this. So we can pull the 5 keywords from this, and then we'll run it through how we're going to do the rest of the stuff. And then as we go through each section, we'll show you exactly what we're doing.